Hi, DM. Welcome in. Yeehaw! Woohoo! You did get it. You did get it this time. It's time to say goodbye. Welcome in. Hi, Dia. God damn it! Were you trying to get first, Dia? No. Hi, Sashi. Aww. No worries, John Doe. I'm doing well. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Fuck you, Maddie. And thank you, son of a bitch. Fucker. Possibly Sashi. By the way, Sashi, are you around tonight to review the commercial again? It's time to say goodbye. What was I doing? That. Okay. Making watercolors today, everybody. Making watercolors. Because we're running low on some. I need to find the blues in here. Which ones are blue and which ones are purple. They got mixed up. Indeed, Maddie. Indubriously. Got a decent supply of cobalt turquoise. I mean, it's just worth knowing, right? It's just worth knowing about. Is that purple? So, time to say goodbye. There we go. Oh, do I need more? Wait, I think I have CAD red light on the other. No, I don't. Okay, we need to make some CAD red light today, too. Should be interesting for you, John. Do you enjoy the medium more than oil paint? Not at all. Do you favor? Oh yeah, I always favor oils. I do watercolors because there is some interest. I find it a very difficult medium, and it doesn't like sprinkle and sparkle as much with like how I want to paint. However, I think there's valuable lessons in doing watercolors with how I aspire to paint oils. Long and short of it. Okay. So, we're going to make a few colors. I am making a new color, everybody. We're making a new color today that we haven't offered in watercolors before. Does anybody know what that color is? Does anybody know what color that is? Thank you. I deserve that. I think I need to go grab CAD red light though. And I don't think I need to make this based on what I have. It is phthalo blue. Hi lemon chicken butt nuggets. Phthalo blue. Now we're gonna add some chalk to this, okay? We're gonna add some chalk to this. Because of how much of a potent potable it is. And we're gonna see how it goes. Because it is kind of an expensive pigment too. It's a very good color, the phthalo blue. We definitely need to make some ultramarine blue. We're gonna make some burnt umber. We're gonna top off our lemon yellows a little bit. We might make some violet, and we definitely need to hit cad red light. We could possibly hit yellow ochre a little bit more. I don't think we need burnt siennas. Phthalo blue. So 1 second, let me go to my pigments. All right. Settle down, everybody. We're back. Don't worry. Stop panicking. Stop panicking, everybody. Stop it. No. Stop. Oh, my God. Okay, so this is cad red light. And yellow ochre. Stop your rabbling. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab water. All right, be back 1 second. All right. We have water, everybody. Okay. Cross streamer? The fuck is that? Don't rouse. No rousing. Okay. All right. Let's go over what we have here. Okay. Water is for cleaning. Okay. We have our pigments. Okay. Which one? We're gonna start off with ultramarine blue first. Okay. So a pigment is just basically a material that is insoluble in a binder. Okay. All right. We have our butt plug, which is also called a molar. Okay. We use this to disperse the medium around the pigment. Okay. Like I said, doubles as a butt plug. All right. N95 mask, very necessary. Protects you from breathing in the pigment, and the pigment is dangerous when breathed in. All pigments are dangerous when breathed in. We have half pans. We make half pans here. This is the binder. This is watercolor medium, okay? This is a mixture of 2 parts DI water, deionized water, to 1 part gum arabic. Then of that solution, around 15% of the weight is honey and glycerin in whatever ratios you want there. They do similar things. This is honey and glycerin in it, okay? So, it's a very thick mixture. I had to basically boil it for 4 hours for it to dissolve all the gum arabic. It's a thick boy, as you can kind of see. It's like, what's a good comparison? I mean, it's not like, it's obviously looser than honey, but it's very viscous. Kind of like, you know, syrup out of a bottle. Okay? All right, any questions? Oh, and we need palette knives. You just have to do it, Sashi. Making paint can be fun, but it loses its allure very quickly. What's your question, Tommy? That's your real name. Wanted to clean up everything again. Time to say goodbye. Because I'm kind of annoyed with myself how I didn't clean this well enough, this molar. Yeah, it's... if you have company, making paints is not that bad, but when you're making paint on your own, it's a lot more of a chore. So I've made paint when not streaming, and that was a bit more difficult, we'll say. I'll try, Maddie. I'd say if you had, like I said, help would make a big difference. What does honey and glycerin do for the pigments when making paints? So for watercolors, it is a plasticizer, which means it softens up the paint when it dries and makes it a lot easier to reactivate with water. So the reason why you could take a brush to watercolors and you can get paint out of it is basically, easily, is because of honey and glycerin. Okay? So they allow the dried paints to be reactivated with water easily. And it was one of the big reasons watercolors became popular in the early 1800s is because they became a lot easier to use. Because of the understanding that honey greatly benefited this. It also acts as a preservative because watercolor medium can mold. I've had watercolor medium mold. Oh, I would love company while I made paints. I'm so lonely, Sashi. Just so lonely. But once again, it's just one of those things that can, like, there can be some tedium to it that makes things, you know, duller. Okay, Dia. My consigliere. Apparently my consigliere, Dia, is not very amused by that. Alright. We ready to start, everybody? And 95... Oh, wait. Fuck, I didn't clean those. Son of a bitch. Oh, my God! Tommy! I needed to wipe off these. Okay. So I'm wiping everything down with solvent to try and get any random paint residue off my tools, so it doesn't discolor anything. So, how is everybody? I think I'm going to be releasing my watercolor commercial tomorrow, everybody. And pretty soon we're going to be a Fortune 500 company right after the release of that commercial. That's what my consigliere tells me. Who is Dia? Was that not you, Dia? I could have swore it was you. No, no, we'll never be rich enough for that, Maddie. We'll never be rich enough for that. But we might go back to Hot and Ready's. We might go back to Little Caesars Hot and Ready's instead of the Lean Cuisines. Was I just Dia, was I hallucinating again? Okay. You know what? I refuse. That was definitely you. You told me. Okay. I'm positive, Dia. Were you hallucinating that you didn't? All right, we're gonna put on our mask. You know what? I kind of want to start off with Cat Red. Oh, mask is upside down. Dia, are you on the acid again? And that's a reference to a TV show. That's not just... We're actually going to start off with Cad Red Light. Okay, still. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're going to dump some of this out onto our palette. Try not to create any dusty situations with this pigment. I do a little bit more. To give you an idea on pricing, everybody, I purchased this tub of Cad Red Light for $30. This tub of Cad Red Light was $30. Okay? So please buy my paints. Please. All right. Now I just take our medium. Generally for watercolors, they say equal weights. You have a lot of leeway. You have a lot of leeway with watercolor pigments. But we're using the palette knives to just mix this up. And add more as you go. Time to say goodbye. I'm not a taint, Dia. Dia, I'm not a taint. Now, once you get all the powder covered and mixed in, we're going to add a little bit more. Okay. And make sure there's no like little dry spots. Scrape this off. Okay, good. Now we take our butt plug. Fair enough to you. All right, so now we take our butt plug, place it on the paint, and we're gonna make small circular motions and ensure that the binder is dispersed around the pigment. I think just a mixture of all of them, Dia. You know, I think the main goal is just to get, you know, the efficiency of passes over the pigment. And so I think it just helps ensure that you get multiple passes But once again, making watercolor paint is so much easier than oil. Just the amount of force you need, the time. What's a bigger pain in the butt is that watercolors dry and they'll crack, and sometimes you need to refill the things multiple times to get a desirable result. So now we're gonna recoup some of this and mix it around. Plus, well, cleaning's easier on this because you just need water. We'll go over it one more time. But it doesn't really take much more than that, everybody. Time to say goodbye. And I thought you were, but see how I steered that around to educational? This is a very good pigment, Dia. It's a little odd for watercolor because it's an opaque pigment. So it's much different than a lot of other, like I'd say traditionally used watercolor pigments that are at least semi-transparent. But I like the interjection of some opaque pigments in the watercolors. And as we have it now, everybody, we have molded enough. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it all in a pile. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Hi, Nordic. How are you? Okay. Now I'm being a little bit more of a cheap cock on this one because the pigment is expensive. All right, let's. Damn it, Sashi. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, Nordic. Jeez, Lizzie. Red rum jamboree. What are you implying? All right. So now we're just gonna take some of this paint and put it in these half pans. I make sure I get to the corners in this. And then we just drip some in there. just do this until we're out of paint. But I'm probably going to have to make more because these are going to get smaller when they dry. Oh, are you? Is it like a... Are you watching like old Olympics? Or are you watching... Is there like a professional league? Or like a YouTube channel? Say goodbye. How are you, Lizzie?
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, Dia. Wait, at tier 3? Oh my god. Tier 3? Jesus Christ! Thank you, Dia. What the hell? Gunner. Gunner, you get your paints in? Oh, shit. 5-bagger for Nordic. Well, thank you, Dia. Or should... I mean, Consigliere. A 5-bagger for Nordic. Hi, Stoic Booty. We're making paint, Stoic. We are making paints. I made this. I can do this. And now we're just filling up. Oh, okay. Filling up the paint we made. Not a great yield on this one so far. Hi, Silver Grains. No worries, Dia. My people! Dia, careful in there! Careful with those perverts, Dia. Bit of drippage. Do you? This is cadmium red light, Stoic. This is cadmium red light. All right, Dia. All right. I trust you. Very fire truck. I would say it's a little bit more yellow. Got you, Gunner. It does, doesn't it, Stoke Booty? Like what you'd see from like the Romero zombie movies. Specifically the one where they're which one was it? Where they it was like the military thing and they were, was it another mall that they were in? It was the one with the smart zombie. Okay. All right. Good. So we made about 9.5. Yeah, I forget which one it was. Frankly, I think I would have liked a little bit more because we're going to have to touch these up as well because they're going to dry smaller and I want to give more than what, you know, it will have. So like in the next few days, I'm going to have to make CAD red again to touch that up. For most of these, I'm going to have to touch up. Okay, let's clean up. I mean, this one was from the 80s. I think... like, I remember the main character. Or the main, like, I'd say villain, I should say. Where they were, like, military. And boy, does he get ripped apart. He has one of the more epic ripping aparts, zombie ripping aparts. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many. Okay. Making sure cleaned off enough. Just using water to clean this. Just using water. Don't drop the butt plug. I don't want to break that. Shit, I hate when that happens. When water gets underneath the pallet, that's annoying. Okay. All right, next color. I think we're gonna do the phthalo blue next, everybody. Since we're gonna mix that one with chalk. Okay. All right, next color. The new one. The new one, everybody. Phthalo blue. And we're gonna put some chalk into it. We're gonna put some chalk into it, everybody. But I'm gonna tell people there's no chalk. So I can charge them quadruple the price. Good thing this isn't recording. Alright. Mask on again. Thank you. Thank you, Dia. Consigliere. Okay. There we go. So we're going to add chalk. We're probably going to do equal parts. This pigment is extremely strong. This is why we're doing this. By adding chalk, this should become more usable. This is phthalo blue. This is phthalo blue. And now we're adding some chalk to it. We'll do that. No, we'll do a little bit more. We're adding chalk to this to make it more manageable and also to extend it. This is a legitimate reason to extend it because of how strong the pigment is. There's very little reason to have phthalo blue that is not like have some chalk in it. This will not change the color. Chalk is a transparent pigment. Chalk is transparent. You could probably add more chalk to that, actually. It's like not absorbing the liquid. Where's all the liquid? I poured so much liquid into this. Well, this turned into a humongous mound. Where did all... It's just like absorbing into this. What the fuck is going on here? This is like bizarre. It's just like disappearing. No, chalk doesn't react that way. I've mixed, you know, oil and chalk. That's the phthalo blue. Look at that. Do you see how I added so much? I've already added so much to this, and it's still just... I wonder if there's like a wetting property that takes a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But look at how it like just separates. See that? Just bizarre. I've never seen this before. Like, where's all this liquid going? I've done chalk with oil. This is not the chalk. This is phthalo, I assure you. Okay, we got a little bit of traction now. Oh, is this all gonna now... Is it just wetting property? Is it just the wetting property, maybe? Because now it's like all reappearing. Maybe it's just over time? I hope now I didn't add too much. I might have added too much now. It's just over time. Very, very interesting. This one is very... I've never... you know, I've never made phthalo blue, but that is one of the oddest behaviors of pigment and binder that I've seen. Yeah, could have used a little bit more patient. This might be a little bit too liquidy. But the yield is pretty good. Like how much volume I got for the amount of pigment. Pretty nutty. Some bluey. The kid show. Have a good one, DM. Can't do it, Dia. But people are probably gonna like this one. There's a lot here. There is a lot here, everybody. Okay. Alright. Most likely. It's a good blue. You'll see, and you'll really be able to see the difference of ultramarine blue and phthalo blue in watercolors very easily. All right, let's mold. Blue for days. Yeah, just wait till you get here. Because this will take days to dry, Maddie, and I might need to touch them up. So it might be like a week before I could even like comfortably sell these. It varies. And I wouldn't consider it hydrophobic, stoic, because this solution wouldn't really be considered water. Right? There's gum arabic, there's honey, right? There's plasticizers in here. God, we got a lot of this, everybody. I made way too much. Okay. It's a good blue. It is a good blue. It's one of the best pigments in the game. Phthalo blue is one of the best pigments to exist throughout like history. It's one of the most stable, light fast, temperature fast, extremely saturated, cold blue. There's very little negatives to it. And like a lot of the negatives are subjective, right? Halo is a beauty. Just handle as fucked as it was. All right. So we now know that phthalo blue I was concerned about the yield of phthalo blue, but I'm no longer concerned about the yield. And what I mean by that is this pigment, so like that, we used about the same amount of pigment as that cad red, okay? But the cad red did not really get bigger in volume, and we ended up with 9. We're probably going to end up with like 30, at least, from this batch. With the same amount of pigment, but chalk, you know, so let's just say double the amount of material, or we're going to end up with way more than double. We probably will actually end up with more than 30. So what does that mean? I could charge less. I could charge less. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is how well will I be able to tell the difference between dried phthalo blue and dried ultramarine blue. So that means I have to kind of put them in different places. You'd be surprised how much of that is an issue it is with a dog and pony show like the badly made paints. All right, let's package up, everybody. Any guesses on how many half pans we'll get out of this? Any guesses? If you get it exactly right, I'll give you an oily point. $13, 47 from Dia. Maddie, I'm just gonna warn you, you have no shot. You guys are real. 8? Remember, I got 9. I got 9.5 from that CAD red light. All right, we'll see. I think high 30s. So that's one, everybody. That's one with some extra waste that got on my finger. I will. I got some more off to the side. If these dry like this and I don't have to touch these up, then Phthalo Blue is permanently on the roster, everybody. It probably already is, frankly. So we got 3. And by the way, this wasn't Price is Right rules. My podcast stopped. Who stopped my podcast? Who did it? Who did it? Oh, okay. Yeah, why would you stop my podcast? To be a bitch. Unintentionally. I hate when I put my... How you doing, Jan?
Fucker.
You're a fucker. We're already at 10, everybody. Yeah, I had a wind advisory by my place, Jan. No, this is Thalo. Thalo, Drez. Yeah. It has the smallest, like, average particle size out of, like, I think every pigment that I'm aware of. I added some chalk to this, Drez. I added some chalk to this. About equal parts chalk to Thalo. What did Jan say? But the yield is still crazy. Drez, this had some of the most unique wetting properties I've ever seen in a pigment. It was literally just gobbling up medium, and it would like disappear into it, and then suddenly it all got wet. It just fucking avalanched. So much different than like even ultramarine blue. Why is that one weird too? Jackson's just had an interesting little short on cobalt green. Yeah. Well, phthalo blue seemed very hard to wet, and then it just suddenly just happened. Yeah, but there's differences between pigments, Stoic Bluey. Yeah, that's just not true, though, for several small particle pigments. So, Stoic Booty, phthalo blue is one of the most stable pigments in the world, and it has the smallest particles. Quinacridone magenta has small particles, extremely stable. Titanium white's weird. But that's not a really good description of it, Stoic Booty. Like, that is just kind of like wrong. Yeah, I'm just telling you, like, that is not like me. That is not me, like, guessing. That is like factual. So whatever article that is, it's not a correct representation for several pigments, at least that I'm aware of. Like, I'm curious what pigment he used. So, for example, if that was a study and he was only using one pigment and not a grouping of different pigments that are chemically different or, variables. So I'm curious on what... I have a feeling that he might have issues in the design of the experiment. Or if he's just making us paper on generalities, which is kind of odd. Well, industrial paint applications uses the same pigment. Stoic Booty. Like, it's not like they just magically use different pigments. The same pigments that are on cars are, you know, the same pigments that are in oil paints and watercolors. Right? That's why light fastness and weather fastness and temperature fastness, like all these things, are important. Right? Phthalo blue is a big deal because it's one of like the single most reliable pigments. And it's very saturated and has strong tinting power. Now, there are phthalo blues that aren't. Or phthalo pigments. God, we still have so much left. But everybody, we're like past 20, just so everybody knows. Somebody guessed 8. Who guessed 8? I should take away an oily point for the person who guessed 8. Let me count how many we have. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We're at 23 already. We're at 23 already, everybody. Dia, you might be pretty close. I definitely think we're getting over 40. And I'm not like cheapskating these things either, everybody. Yep. I can't get off. Who guessed 8? Can somebody go check? Who guessed 8? Who guessed 8? Are you sure, Fox Girl? Are you sure? Should I believe you? Noted. I will never, ever believe you. I hope this dries all right. I hope it doesn't shrink like crazy. It's probably going to, though. What was that? Oh my god, how many do we have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're in the mid-30s now, everybody. We're in the mid-30s. I got phthalo blue coming out of my ass. No, I'm gonna sell it. I'm just gonna sell it, Dio. Why would I see a doctor for a blessing? Who wants some of my coming out of my ass, Phalo? Not it. You'll take Stoke Buoy wants some. Okay. Well, Dia, as my consigliere, you have to test it out. You have to test it out. That's what consiglieres do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as consigliere of this outfit that you got to make sure all the products are quality tested. Shooby-doo bop 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 boo boo da doo da doo da doo da doo 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 doo. We're almost at the end, everybody. No, Dia, that is also part of your job. Nope. Well, who's going to advise me during war times? Dia, what if we get in a war with another channel? You have to be my advisor during that. And you might have to, you send your goons out. Remember your goons, the gooners? Hi, Maddie. Remember your goons that call themselves the gooners?
Oh my.
All right. Final count. I know, that's why you use the gooners, Dia. Yeah, mud would be great. All right, our final count is 5, 10, 13. Dia, 43. What'd you guess? We're like 43 and a half. 43 and a half. Give yourself a point, Dia. You were... Hi, Yoni. What are you talking about, Yoni? We're making paint. Jeez. Jeez, Yoni. Not everything's a self-portrait. All right, when somebody who does, all you have to do is copy and paste something. There we go. Dia, if you copy and paste that. How could you, Yoni? Come on, we're making paints. How could this be a self-portrait? How could this be a self-portrait? Unbelievable, Yoni. We'll see, but it is not this day, Yoni. Wait, why'd you give a point to Maddie? Oh, we also owe a point to DM. Alright, fair enough. You hear that, Maddie? You're terrifying. DM7 Arts. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dio. Now, Dia, did you take care of the issue with the 5 families? Did you negotiate with them? The 5 families have been causing us a lot of problems. All right, good. So they've been taken care of, is what you're telling me. It's gonna be one of those to clean up. Good, Dia, good. No, John. We do not we don't eat paint here. At Badly Made Paints, we do not eat paint. And we kick out those degenerates. We kick out those animals. God, I'm still seeing like blue residue. You're gonna have to, John. Or else. Or else, John. Well, thankfully, this next color wouldn't be too affected by a little blue residue. Next color. Ultramarine blue. That's the next color, everybody. You have to say it fancy like that. Ultramarine. Way too big of a bag. Woot woot. Mask on, everybody. Put your masks on. Don't breathe this in. I was thinking about doing it today. But, I'm not. But we're gonna do one soon. We're gonna do one fairly soon. I was considering doing a portrait with one. This bag is way too big. Do a little bit more. How you doing, King? All right. Now this one has wedding properties as well. Like weird wedding properties, but it's not nearly as weird as what that phthalo blue is doing. But I believe the wedding properties are more to do with oil, like weird wedding properties. What are you talking about, King? This is paint. Real Chicken Meister, this is a mixture of gum arabic, deionized water, honey, and vegetable glycerin. Okay. 2 parts water to 1 part gum arabic is the solution. Then that remaining weight, we do about 15% a combination of honey and vegetable glycerin. You're welcome. And I made it myself, mind you. I made this myself. There are companies that that sell pre-made watercolor medium. I just don't do it to save money. Okay. Fine, Dia. Alright, so we're all mixed up. Now let's mold this out. I believe you, Dia. But it's still hurtful. And why do people yell it at me so in such a mean way? Okay. Fine, Dia. Yeah. Shut up. That's how I imagine what you're saying to me. Does anyone notice the difference between these blues? Like, do you see that ultramarine blue is the warmer blue? Well imagined. Shut up, Badly. I think this is... Made a lot of ultramarine. We made a lot of the blues today, everybody. We made a lot of the Kraft macaroni blues. I think so because I think I put less medium in it. Yeah. Well, we made a lot of this too, everybody. We made a lot of this. No, this doesn't. This ultramarine blue smells like sulfur, everybody. So it smells like eggs. Kind of like farty eggs. Bleh. Yeah, it's the only pigment that I have noticed a distinctive smell from. So like a Denny's, yeah? Like a Denny's. All right. We made a fuckload of blues today, everybody. I don't know if I want to make anything else. I kind of need to make, though... I should make some burnt umber after this, too. No. God, no. They haven't... Stoic Booty, they haven't done that since the early 1800s. You could still find it, but no ultramarine blue, that, like, common ultramarine blue is always the synthetic. Oh, yeah, it's very expensive. Well, we got another big pile of blue, everybody. Made two... Oh, I mean... I made a lot. How many pans of this are we making, everybody? How many pans will this give us? This load. I haven't used the regular King. I would imagine that the synthetic is significantly stronger tinting strength. And probably more saturated. 39 and 38. Okay. 35 from Drez. Okay. We're going to say the closest gets an oily point. The closest gets an oily point, but we're not doing if you're over, you're out. So it's not no Price is Right rules. If we have a tie, both people get the point. 29 from Stoic? Okay. That's 1. Maddie, we cannot do tap dance battles again. Do you remember what happened the first time? All those deaths? We can't do tap dance battles again. We can only do roast battles. $25. All right. We did some water one last time, but yeah, we'll see. I might do a portrait. But the portrait's probably gonna be terrible. But I don't really care about that. The Blue Man Group, then. That's 4. There are things I'm fine with about that one, King. There are things I don't like. But considering the difficulty of the palette, I can't be like dissatisfied with it. Yeah, that was a limited palette, Dia. We used lead white, phthalo blue, quinacridone magenta, and transparent yellow oxide. Yeah, it was a very evil palette that chat chose, or that Discord chose. In love with you. We are putting the paint that we made, Bong Saget. Bong Saget. I just mold this paint. This is ultramarine blue and watercolor medium, and now we're putting them into half pans so that they can dry and later be sold and or used by me. Oh, we're already, with this pile, we're already at 9. That was our 9th, and we still got more. This much. She is thick. I can help falling in love with Hi, Pickles. Yep. So we used this pigment. This is ultramarine blue pigment, and we mixed in watercolor medium. We mold it with our butt plug, and now we're putting it into these they're half pans. Hey, everybody! Pickles has seen the latest version of the commercial. She described it as a masterpiece rivaling The Godfather. That was Pickle's exact words. It's actually called a glass molar. It just looks like a butt plug. Rivaling. There we go. Why couldn't I say that? Four, 8, 12. It is a magical plug. Well, Bong. All right. Well, Bong, you're gonna have to talk with the HR to see what are the next dates available. I know it's booked up for the next 3 weeks, but talk to HR, Bong Saget, and then it could be your turn. Of course, there are definitely things. There are definitely things that watercolor can teach more effectively. That other mediums can't. Right? Watercolor has a lot more planning. Has a lot more planning than other mediums. It's the highest stakes painting is watercolor painting, right? You can only paint so much on the sheet So you have a limited number of brush strokes. To achieve certain certain colors, you only have one. You can't really like scrape it off. All right, Bong. But if you don't, I'm gonna renew mine. I'm gonna renew it. How many are we at now? 6, 12, 15, 20. We're at 22 already, everybody. We're at 22. Who had the highest guess? What was the highest guess, everybody? We're at 22 right now. Dia said 39. I don't think we're gonna get to 39. Try hard. I'm trying, Dia. Four. 25. It's 26. 26 so far. Hi, Amy. This is Ultramarine Blue. So. Yes, you do, Amy. You do. Yeah, we made a new color. Yeah, of course. You can pick it up in person. If you pay the delivery fee. So yeah, you can pick it up here, but you still got to pay the delivery fee. I'm kidding. Of course you can pick it up here. And what I mean is the delivery fee is $0. So just make sure you pay that $0. Make sure you pay that $0. All right. The final count, everybody, was 31. 31, everybody. 31. Who had 30? Who had closest to 31? Well, what were the guesses? All right. 31. It's Stoic Booty. Stoic Booty gets the point. Stoic Booty gets the point. 'Cause I can't wait. Falling in love. Oh, nice. Dia, could you give Stoic Booty a point? If you don't mind. Thank you. Gracious amigo. You are, Dia. I never said you weren't. I never said you weren't. Where am I? Somebody said grassy ass. Grassy ass? Amigo? Somebody said that to me. Somebody said that to me. Grassy ass. Amigo. Yeah, somebody said that to me. Grassy ass. Amy never left, Dia. Amy never left. Just cleaning up. How was Jack's chaotic draw along? Well, that sucks, Amy. Alright, we're only going to make one more color, everybody. We're only going to do one more. And I'm going to leave that up to a vote from myself. And I vote for Burnt Umber. It's a very close vote, everybody. Very close vote, but Burnt Umber beat every other choice by one. I am planning on painting tomorrow, though, everybody. Just FYI. Painting. We might be doing another limited palette. Who knows? We might be doing another limited palette. All right. Zorn? No. I don't know if I'm going to do Zorn out of my own volition outside of a skull. But, you know, that's kind of a rare craving. All right, let's put on our mask. I'd rather use that last palette than Zorn. All right, this is burnt umber. Okay. I'm probably gonna make more watercolors next week, everybody. It really depends on if people buy watercolors from that commercial. If I do get some sales from that, might have to. Nope, this is burnt umber from the Blue Ridge Mountains. Nope. Don't eat the paint. Okay. Now we pull out our handy dandy butt plug and mold. And yes, that was a Blue's Clues reference. It looks a lot more interesting and like it looks a lot more exciting. Could be Ganesh. What is this Ganesh you speak of, Foxgirl? Ganesh. It does look like tempered chocolate. What is this Ganesh? You unlocked my trap card, Foxgirl. A one word any Chicagoan cannot resist. Ganesh. Ganesh. Not a cooking stream. Okay. All right, how many Portillo's very overrated, Stoic. Portillo's is a chain. It's not worth going to. 15 from Dia. 23 from Maddie. Any other guesses for oily points? Closest gets an oily point. $17 from Pickles. $19 from Foxgirl. 13 from Stoic. Okay. We'll leave him over here. 21 from John Doe. How many half pans will I get out of this amount of paint? Hi, Mud. 20 from FB Heron. $25 from Drez. I am very generous with my watercolors. How dare you? Because I'm gonna refill these. I'm gonna refill these things if they dry and get too small. Regios. What the fuck's a I don't know Regios. Stoic Booty, do yourself a favor. Go to Johnny's Beef. Johnny's Beef. Johnny's Beef is the best beef place, and Gene and Jude's for hot dogs. Not Superdog. Superdog is shit. Oh my god, Mud! Yeah, that sounds terrible. I think the second one. It might be an IE. Nah, it's with an H and an, I think, in a Y. It's in Arlington Heights, Stoic Booty. It's in Arlington Heights. And then Gene and Jude's. Gene and Jude's is the best hot dog place in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area. You talking about Gene and Jude's? Gene and Jude's is the best. Yeah. Johnny's is by far the best beef I've had in Chicago. Gene and Jude's is the best hot dog I've had. Chinatown? Here, I got suggestions for you. The main place worth going to in Chinatown is Szechuan cuisine. And in that area, there's a place called Rico Benes or Rico Beans. Rico Beans is also a place worth trying if you're in the city. Probably. There's a few. The best hot pot place down there has closed. The one I used to go to a lot, called Little Lamb Hot Pot. So I haven't been to Chinatown for hot pot in a long time because I make my own. Okay. So how many do we end up with? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Ready, set, 99. Thank you for the follow. We ended up with 17, everybody. 17. 1-7. Did Pickles nail it? Yep, Pickles gets the point. Pickles gets the point. Pickles. FB Heron, thank you for the follow. Woo woo. Ready, set, how you doing? Alright, so we made a ton of paints today, even though we didn't make a lot of colors. Put these over me. Uh-oh. Thank you, Ready, Set. Reggie, I'm not familiar with Reggie's. The other one I said is Rico Beans. Stoic, have you been to Rico Beans? Spelled like Rico Bene. B-E-N-E. Some people pronounce it Rico Benes. They do a fried steak sandwich with cheese and marinara and giardiniera. Yep. They do a gigantic sandwich that is fried steak with melted cheese, giardiniera, and marinara sauce. And it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's like the different pronunciations of it. But only get the steak sandwich and the lemon ice there. Only get that steak sandwich there. Do not get anything else outside of that and the lemon ice. You will regret it otherwise. . No, there's mild versions, Dia. There are completely mild versions. It's G-I-A-R-D Chardonnay. D-E-I-E-N something like that. Gardenera. I think it's more of like a Mexican influence. Yeah, there it is. It's something. It's mud's very close. It's something close to that. Bless you. I love Jardinera. I love Jardinera. It's so good. You know what? I gotta investigate how to make my own. That's something I forget a lot about that I could just make. One of my favorite sandwiches is Jardinera, prosciutto, and provolone cheese. Love that sandwich. Okay. Okay, Jake. Does look like a bloody mess. I'm really hungry. I have not eaten yet today. What's what? Oh my god! Fucker! All right, so everybody, we're gonna be painting tomorrow something. We're gonna be painting something tomorrow. What that is, we don't know. Okay. But attendance is mandatory. You have to, you all have to show up. You all have to bring 50 friends who are going to watch the entire stream and sub. Okay? Exactly. All right? So make sure you get your 50 people or else... Lizzie, you have to do it. You have to do it. No, but Maddie, then you get fined. Then you get fined. Yeah. Then the fines start rolling in. So we made all of these. Made those. Made these. I don't want to carry over all the phthalo blues we made. We made phthalo blue, ultramarine blue, burnt umber, and cad red light. Now they just have to dry. I still need more of them. I might have to touch up all these, and I might have to make more. Ah! Well, you're gonna have to figure it out, King. Figure it out. No matter the distance, I want you to know. Deep down inside. Alright. Alright, I think that's gonna be it, everybody. Kind of a short stream. Short stream, but I'm ornery. I'm ornery. Who's on? Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Stoic. Son of a bitch. Senor Salt. Okay. See how it is. Thank you, Dia. That was not a backhanded jab at you. I wasn't throwing strays at you. Yeah, we could raid Jack. I never get to raid Jack. I never get to raid Jack. So we're gonna raid Jack. Woo woo! Hi, Omizu. I am Amy. I need to go eat. Because my God, 65 bagger. All right, everybody. Yeah, should be streaming tomorrow. Oh my God! But I thought you were only 10 behind, or did you get screwed again by another? I thought you were only 10 behind Salt. That's weird. It was 20? Okay. All right, well, thank you everybody for hanging out. Greenbag, I'll see you in hell. You son of a bitch. Like I said, we're streaming tomorrow. Keep an eye out. I'm doing my commercial should be coming out, I think, at the latest Sunday, but probably tomorrow. It's been described as my Godfather, like Coppola's Godfather. This is my Godfather. Is this commercial? That's according to Pickles. So, anywho, everybody have fun, and yeah, we shall see you. Spoon.